It's Conduit News Radio with Paul Harrell.
In other news, where's my Arkansas Gazette piece here? This was interesting. The Arkansas Supreme Court are saying that the city of Fayetteville cannot apply its discrimination law, quote, discrimination law, on gender bias. They're saying the measure violates a state law. This is a state law, I think, back from 2015. That was an effort to regulate what cities and counties can do when it comes to anti-discrimination laws. Meaning, we don't want, for the sake of the economy, we don't want Fayetteville or Washington County to have one set of rules about what discrimination is, and then somebody else that has, if you've got people that get multiple businesses across the state, now they have to comply with these different ordinances that, we need a uniform statewide code as to what is discriminatory and what's not. Of course, this is on the LGBT, RSTLNE, would you like to buy Val community's agenda. That's where this is coming from, because, it is illegal to discriminate against somebody in Arkansas based on their gender, meaning you're a woman. Okay? Well, they want to make it illegal to discriminate against someone based on their gender identity, which is literally, as we've seen, how many genders are there now, Joe? What is it? Are they now saying it's infinite? Unquantifiable. Okay, so sue somebody for any reason for, essentially, have you seen these videos of these people? It's ma'am. It's ma'am. No, it's ma'am. You have to call me ma'am. I'm a man. I'm sorry. I'm a woman. I'm not a man. You better call me ma'am. Sorry, sir. Don't call me sir. Sorry, man. Have you seen this? You better call me ma'am. You better call me ma'am. I'm a missus. If you don't like it, I'll just step outside and I'll show you what it's like, sir. Because I'm a woman, and women love to challenge people to fights for trivial things. All right. So anyway, my apologies. I got carried away there. So the Arkansas Supreme Court ruled the city can't enforce an ordinance banning discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity, saying it's already ruled the measure violates state law. You had a Washington County judge saying that Fayetteville could enforce an, quote, anti-discrimination ordinance while the city challenged the constitutionality. The Arkansas Supreme Court reversed that lower judge's decision. What this has to do is, in Arkansas law, your civil rights, okay? Civil rights law says you cannot discriminate based on race, religion, gender, national origin, or disability. But nowhere in there does state law say sexual orientation or gender identity apply. So the LGBT, RSTLNE, would you like to buy Val community? Travis Story, the attorney for the anti-ordinance group Protect Fayetteville, said the ruling should be an end to the issue. He said, quoted as saying in the Gazette, quote, "From our perspective, this is kind of the final resolution of the ordinance issue. They ruled that it was void and that Act 137 basically preempts it. So from our point of view, this is really it. I think we always knew this is the right result. It just took a very long time and a lot of patience to get here." I believe, by the way, Act 137 was sponsored by Senator Bart Hester, and it was a way to, I really think, be forward thinking as to what we're facing. But it was also, hear me, a way for religious organizations to be protected, or that's the way I see it. Because, see, I think these ordinances about sexual orientation or gender identity or fluidity or whatever, the fear was, and it's a legitimate one, that these ordinances were going to be used by local governments to essentially attack churches. That these ordinances were going to be used to say, are you a church? Do you open up your facility to anybody in the public for free? And if the answer was yes, and there are a lot of churches that do allow their facilities to be used by the public for free, Well, then you all of a sudden you're going to have these, staged lawsuits in order to attack the Christian right about, okay, well, I identify as a woman, but I'm really a man, and I'm going to go into this bathroom, and you have to let me do it. The church says no, and now, boom, you're in violation of the, Fayetteville anti-discrimination ordinances. Please do not think that that's not exactly what was going to happen here. We're not stupid at this point. The argument of a slippery slope is now verified. It is 100% real and verified. All those people that said, gay marriage is a slippery slope, we're undoing, bedrock principles of our society, and people said, what are you talking about? It's not a slippery slope. Clearly, gender is now unquantifiable according to the left. Clearly it is. We have people that want to use bathrooms when they're not, we have people denying biological sex. They suffer from gender dysphoria, and people don't want to think that that is a psychological disorder, and instead they want to say, no, you get to define your own reality. Clearly, we have gone a long way from just letting two guys get married. It's so much. We're so much further than we ever. I mean, I think that's probably what it was. When people said it was a slippery slope, I don't think anybody ever dreamed what the path was for the slippery slope. You know what I mean? Like, you never dream, like, wait a second, wait, what? There are people who self-identify as, as questioning and whatever, and it's to the point now where LGBT doesn't even make any sense. The acronym doesn't even make any sense, because you have all those other acronyms that are I'm non-binary, but one of the B's in LGBT stands for bisexual, meaning binary. Well, they're affirming that that there are two sexes. But now there's not two sexes. There's more than that, based on how you feel. So I guess my point is this. Everybody out there, when it comes to ordinances like Fayetteville was trying to put out there, I know there are members of the LGBT community that would say, no, we don't want to do that. No, that's not at all. We don't want to. We're not going to force ourselves on churches just so we can get them, just so we can sue them and persecute them. Well, you might, but at this point, the slippery slope thing is real, and it absolutely would happen. There's a reason why you have people continuing to go to the cake baker after he's been acquitted. You have people continuing to go there, asking for a service they know he won't provide according to his conscience, just so they can make his life a hell. Because this is no longer about my freedom ends where yours begins, or live and let live. If you want to be gay, we're in America, you can go be gay. Go live the lifestyle you want. I don't have to affirm it, though. We have people that want their lifestyles heartily approved of. It is a totalitarian way of thinking. And yeah, and that is a natural thing. I mean, most human beings do want to be approved of. There's no question of that. But things have just gotten completely out of control. It's unrecognizable. We have the left now openly admitting that abortion is okay after the baby is out of the womb. We'll tell you more about that when we come back.